everyone, I'm Yuki and welcome back to another episode of Hatoful Boyfriend. Today we're going to continue where we last left off in the Bad Boys Love route. So this is the second part of the whole route. So if you missed the previous episodes, feel free to check out the playlist down below in the description. So yeah, let's continue. Poisoning. Only a few hours ago. I believe he was already dead when the announcement was broadcasted this morning though. I checked his broadcasting equipment and it looks like they put the video together from last year's disaster drill footage. Meaning, somebody killed the headmaster and gathered everyone else in the gym. Why would anyone? There is no explanation but a mere obscene delight in the grotesque. I think we may all be vastly underestimating the magnitude of whatever's going on. It might be better if we kept this to ourselves for now. I concur. Until we have a proper grasp of the situation, telling the others will only cause unnecessary panic. First Yuki and now the headmaster both poisoned. Were they killed by the same person? More rationally, they must have had a reason for killing him and fabricating the broadcast. This must be connected to the quarantine. Since we are finally here, let us search for some clues, Kawara. Right. Easier said than done. Every shelf in his office is piled high with documents and papers. Where do we even start? Incompetent Pharaoh. Examine each piece one at a time, looking for anything about emergency procedures, plans of the school. Got it. PTA records. That's not it. Demographics for dummies. Nope. Transfer students. Wait, next to that is the human representative? That must mean Yuki, and the date is from 2 years ago, right before she enrolled. It's not really related to today's incidents, but it might have something useful. There doesn't appear to be anything about converting the school into a shelter. Anything this large scale would have to leave some sort of paper trail, were it official. Hang on, Sakuya. What are you reading, Kawara? This, the human representative, is locked, even though none of the others are. A minority representative is no more important than a transfer student or the like. There's no need to have it sealed up like criminal records. I wonder what's written in here. We can't exactly ask the headmaster to open it for us. I don't suppose the key is in here somewhere. Maybe we should ask Mr. Wan for help. Do you intend to break it open? Yeah, it'll be faster than looking around for the key. And that, I was wondering about it as well. That thing on his desk, some sort of control panel, wherever it is suspicious. I believe it is a control panel or for some machine, yes. And spread out next to it is the dome. Maybe this controls the dome or the hatch we saw earlier. One did postulate that it would be in here. Lock, of course. I doubt we will find it easy to break that one. Yeah. All the same, we had some actual hope of getting out of here now. Even just that is comforting. Let's go talk to Mr. Wan. I think we have exhausted the possibilities of this room for the time being. Let us go. Mr. Kawara. Yes, sir? Oh, I see you have yet to lose your open distrust of me. Well, 2 people have been poisoned. And we have evidence that the perpetrator went into the infirmary. It's sort of hard not to doubt you a little, sir. Not too hard for Seeya though. How honest of you. Did you find it yet? The thing you forgot about. The thing I forgot about? He must be talking about what he said earlier. No. I'm not convinced you're not just trying to mess with me. Are you sure you're not trying to keep me from finding something you thought nobody knew about? How cruel, Mr. Kawara. Your boundless suspicion wounds me. He doesn't look wounded at all. More like amused. I have no reason to regret your solving this mystery, Mr. Kawara. Let me give you another hint. There are no riddles here. If you want to find the truth, you need only keep going. You need not use your brain at all. What are you talking about? No riddles? Wait, not that. You mean to say that you know the truth already? Well, who knows? If you do, tell me. I told you, you need only keep going. Everything here is a plot that was laid out just for you after all. Just for me? How long must you babble, Kawara? Come. Sorry. I take it this is a challenge, Doctor. You may take it that way if you so wish. I swear I will find the truth. And if I find that you killed Chiyuki, ho ho ho. Oh, I do look forward to seeing what sort of answer you find. Mr. Wan? You two again? What is it? We explained to Mr. Wan what we found in the headmaster's office. The plot thickens, I see. We think this file may be connected to the mystery. Can you unlock it? Or break it? Let me see. This will be rather troublesome. It's just a lock, right? Forcing it will result in spontaneous combustion. You mean it turns... Wow. It means it bursts into flames if we try, I guess. What? Why would they put something like that on a bunch of ordinary documents? Perhaps because these documents are not ordinary. All the same, I've dealt with similar things in the past. It will take time, but I believe I can open it. So defusing bombs falls under maintenance operations? Do not forget, I'm not just a maintenance worker. I am a bright and massive maintenance worker. What does that have to do with anything? So maintenance work in Japan requires a number of skills. I am impressed. I think Mr. Wan is the only... Alright, can we ask you one more thing? You may. We found a control panel that looks like it's for the dome as well. But it's locked. It seems to require a password. A password? Ask Mr. Sakazaki for help. Yuya? He is a master of unauthorized access. So that wretched M has lowered himself to crime. I never knew he could. Sakuya, just let it go. We need his help here. I shall take care of this folder then. I can't say for sure, but it should be done by the time you and Mr. Sakazaki get back. Alright, thanks. We should probably write all this down since we are here. Where is Yuya right now? Either in the lab or possibly gallivanting around like a nincompoop. This would be a lot easier if we could use our phones. But we can't. Off to the lab. Here we are. I wonder if he's still in there. As we turn the corner, oh, the scarecrow man blocks our path. Shh. Oh, wow. Of all the Sakuya, run. Oh, oh. Don't order me around, Pharaoh. Oh, we lost it. Right? Oh, shoot. Sakuya and I must have run in different directions. I hope he's okay. Of all the times to run into that thing again. If he's lying in wait for us like that, we can't rely on the noise of his arm to find it. And the dome makes the building dark, so it's hard to see. I better be careful. Where is it now? I want to head straight to the lab, but... Did I just hear something? Oh, Ryota can see Nageki? What are you doing in here all alone? Do you see the wall outside? There's been an emergency and everybody's supposed to gather in the gym. You should. You're... Kawara Ryota? He knows my name? Have I met him somewhere before? Yeah, have we met before? The unfamiliar morning dove shakes his head. This is the first time we've spoken. Then why do you know my name? She told me. Miss Suisho. Chiyuki? Alright, didn't she say she made friends with a freshman who's in the library all the time? Can I ask your name? Fujishiro Nageki. You're friends with Chiyuki then? Do you maybe see her after school yesterday? Was she acting strange at all or... Oh, shoot. He didn't hear the emergency broadcast. So he probably doesn't know what happened to her either. She's... Don't worry about it. You don't have to explain again. Huh? I already know. Oh. She's watched up here and spoke to me. Which can only mean one thing. She stayed. He doesn't exactly make things easy to understand. Almost as if he's talking to himself and doesn't care whether or not his interlocutor knows what he means. She washed up here? Do you mean yesterday? If you know anything about what happened to her last night, please tell me. I do not. Miss Suisho did not come to the library after school yesterday. So she didn't come here either? Thanks. I need to hurry back to the chemistry lab and you should probably get out of here too. There's a suspicious individual in the building. It was not yesterday that Miss Suisho came here. It was just now. What? She's gone. The morning dove who just spoke to me has disappeared. Did he go to the gym? I hope so. I don't really want to consider the possibility, But maybe Sakuya's right. Maybe I am going crazy. I have to last long enough to find the killer. You're late, Kawara. Blasted feral doves. Sakuya, you're safe. He was pretty worried about you, Ryota. He couldn't sit still the entire time you were gone. Silence, M. Thanks. Sorry for worrying you, Sakuya. Anyway, Sakuya filled me in on your adventures. You want me to hack into the headmaster's computer? Can you do it? Naturally, just leave it to me. Come on, let's go. Oh, welcome back, Kawara. Sir, about this control panel. What about it? Can't you tell? It must be the controls for that dome. Right, I suppose it could be. It's locked though. We were going to have Yuya get into it for us, but that's illegal, you know. That doesn't matter. Do you comprehend our situation? I never said you shouldn't do it. We don't have much choice, do we? Go on. Thank you, sir. Well, having Mr. Nanaki's approval certainly helps my conscience. Let's see. He wakes up the computer, and before long I have no idea what he's doing to it. Wow, I wonder where he learned to do that. I imagine he spends his spare time stealing illegal X-rated videos off the intertubes. X-rated videos can teach someone how to do this sort of thing. Maybe I should watch more of them. There we go, now then. There. We are logged in as the administrator now. Woohoo! This only has an open and a close button. I guess that's pretty straightforward. Well, I leave the rest of this to you two. If we press this button, either the dome itself or the hatch will probably open. But with the headmaster dead, we have no way of knowing what's happening outside. If there really is some terrible disaster, then opening the dome could put everybody in danger. I wonder if Mom's at home. I hope she's okay. There is a dangerous individual wandering the premises, and the bird in charge is dead. I think it would be wise to open the dome now. That is true. We did get Yuya to help and everything. We should. Okay, so we should open it or leave it closed. So we got two choices here. So we're going to go with open it first. Then after that we come back for leave it closed. Okay. So open it. Let's open it. We need to get everyone out of here. Agreed. And we can confirm once and for all that the talk of the disaster was nonsense. Escape hatch open. I guess it's not for the whole dome. No matter, all we need to do is get a look outside. Just having the hatch open is better anyway, in case there really is a storm or something out there. The escape hatch will close automatically in 15 minutes. To reopen it, please reboot and try again. It closes on its own. That seems like a risky design. 15 minutes isn't enough to get everyone out. Let's go out and take a look before it closes. We're going outside again, Mr. Nanaki. If it's safe, we'll organize an evacuation at the gym. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll come too. Sakazaki, doctor, what will you two do? Well, I don't have any more business here. I shall return to the lab. Leaving Chiyuki alone with another man would hardly be gentlemanly, so I'll go with the doctor. Well then, let's go Kawara Shugani. Very well. Yep. Where was that hatch? Have you eyes or pickled onions? Right there. The hatch high above the ground is open. Looks like the control panel worked. I think everybody should be able to fly up to that. It's a little narrow, so we'll have to go 2 or 3 at a time. But outside, yeah, it's perfectly clear. We can only see the sky, but there is no storm or gale. Nothing but the same calm autumn sky from this morning. No earthquake and no typhoon, and the announcement video was a fake. I think it's safest to assume that the whole thing was a lie. I am curious about the state of things out there, but the door closes on its own, and we had best think carefully before going out. We can't see the city at all. We don't really know what's going out there, if anything. But if there really is no disaster, and this is all some plot surrounding Susho's death, then we need more clues. I'll go. Are you sure? We have no guarantee that it's safe out there. It isn't safe here either. Look, the hatch is open. It is. We can go home. No, you're supposed to be in the gym. You shouldn't go out yet. Like heck are we sticking around with nothing but that bogus explanation for earlier. I can't wait any longer. I'm going out. Wait, come back at once. We don't know if it's safe out there yet. Is that... what? Gah! A gunshot? We have to go help him. Calm down, Kawara. You'll only get yourself shot as well. But... as if to laugh at my shock, the hatch gives an unpleasant rumble and swings shut. He was shot. As soon as he went out, someone on the other side shot him. It's not a natural disaster. If we go out, we get killed. But why? Third class broken egg. 4th class N. Okay, so we're going to choose the leave it closed option here. It might be more dangerous to open it, but maybe still better than being stuck inside that with the scarecrow. Too many buts. Stop waffling, Kawara. Bah, I'll do it myself. Hey, wait. Escape hatch open. I guess it's not for the whole dome. So yeah, I checked both the choices, and the only difference between the two is that either Ryota opens it or Sakuya opens the hatch. So yeah, the rest of the dialogue seems similar, so we'll continue. Okay, so this is the 4th class N. Let's keep going. Chiyuki's corpse delivered without warning throughout the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster appearing on screen to announce an emergency situation and then turning update. The grey dome enclosing the school. The scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed-off building. And now, the students shot dead if they try to escape. What is going on outside? How humiliating. It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected. If only I'd stop him. There was nothing we could do that we didn't, Kawara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost. You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, I'm fine. We had to keep going. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can explain to them that after we figure out what to do. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. There's nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school. Where shall we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office. Mr. Wan might have that file open. Very well. We return to the maintenance office and explain what outside to Mr. Wan. I see. It seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality can be fatal, young one. I've been wondering for a while. Mr. Wan, are you really just a maintenance worker? An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduce myself properly. Leon JB. I'm Leon JB, one of the great soaring wings of the Dove Party. S-Class agent, pleased to meet you. The Dove Party? He looks like a cockatiel to me. I've heard of this Dove Party, the secret organization that advocates living in harmony with humans, correct? You are well informed, young one. It is a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel like I must have missed something. There are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. The Dove Party, who believe we should live peacefully with the humans, and the Hawk Party, who believe we should exterminate them. Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans were over. Do you really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together? Sadly, that is not how the world works. There are still many disagreements between birds and humans, and so the hawks and the doves have come to the fore. We discovered hawk activity at this school, and so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened. Wait a minute. Are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with St. PigeoNations? It seems hard to believe. This school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. It even welcomes Suisho as a representative. I cannot confirm or deny it, but there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to the school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions. Oh, you got it open. Thank you. That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside. The human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand in feather towards a bright and happy future, we have decided to enroll one human in the school starting in the year 2187. It will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risks of infection with Sumatra influenza when making our selection. We will pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Sumatra influenza. The human representative. This is talking about Shisho no matter how we look at it. 2187, that's when we enrolled here. Wow, that's so far into the future. Come on, let's read the rest. The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession to wed a hostage for the birds? Huh? If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off and all the birds inside will be given to the humans as prisoners. The seal will be lifted 12 hours after the death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protesters of any human reprisal will not be tolerated. If Chiyuki is to die, so her death was connected to the dome after all. And the important part is this final gruesome exchange. Basically, if anything happens to Chiyuki, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame. So it would seem. They trap us in here to give the humans time to arm themselves. The dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous. It is not humorous at all. So this was the true face of her enrollment here. I rather think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start. Indeed, things here go deeper than we ever realize. As you know, this school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, the school's principal financer, the Ichijo Group, has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I have investigated the history of St. PigeoNation extensively, and I can confirm that it was founded with the idea of coexistence with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real. It's kind of hard to take all this in at once. Just to make sure, for 12 hours, the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge. And then, when the dome opens, they will kill every bird in sight. And with that, another era of wars between birds and humans will begin. That student who got shot when he flew out the hatch. There are already humans waiting out there with guns. She was discovered this morning and the dome was raised soon after. So the time is not from when she died, but from when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago? Yeah, it was right at the start of the second period. Around 10 o'clock. And so we have until 10 PM before we are all killed. You seem awfully calm, Sakuya, even after watching somebody get shot. Remain calm, Kawara. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they will rue the day they decided to tangle with a label. What time is it, Mr. Leon? Just past 2. We have only 8 hours then. 8 hours. We have to find an escape route in 8 hours or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way. My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation. You're very decisive, Sakuya. I'm glad you're here. Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawara. I'm not a minute. We found the connection between Chiyuki's death and the dome. There is clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. We better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time. You're a promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees. Don't miss the forest for the trees. Sakuya, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful? What is that? I don't know. That's what it says on here. The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate. I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document though. Stupid J. Look, it's spelled hurtful. Whoa, it is. I thought Hatoful just meant hurtful. I suspect that we will find many of the things to come quite hurtful. Right. It was probably something important, given that it was in the log file. Indeed. I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into the school's history. The school's history? At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Shusho died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape, which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself. I don't want to expect an elder, but it does look that way. Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records. Right, let's go look at the school documents then. I'm not the only Dove agent in this school. I wonder who else. I'm sure the other will help you as well. I'm sure they will. Good luck, gentlemen. Time to go look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first. Mr. Leon said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look? The headmaster's office or the library, perhaps? We had already looked through the headmaster's office. Did you see anything like school records or anything? I would have thought they would be there, but I don't recall seeing any. The library is then. And the mystery we have left to solve is the blood-stained stranger Oko saw going into the infirmary yesterday. Exactly. What with the headmaster dying, an army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us all into jerk chicken and eat all, I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow, we still don't know where he came from. He appeared along with the dome and no doubt is connected to it. If we continue to investigate it, I'm sure his origin will become clear. And Suisho's gruesome end is the best clue we have. For now, we should forget about the puppet and chase after the bloodstained bird. Right. That's that decided then. We'll go to the library to read up on the school's history and we'll look for that bird. It probably doesn't matter, but which should we do first? Go to the library or look for the bird? I feel like we should go to the library together because I think Ryota went alone. So maybe Sakuya should come along to double check the library first. So let's go to the library. The library, I wonder if Nageki's at the gym yet. Nageki? Who? I met him in the library earlier. He stayed behind? An unusually dense individual to be sure. The library is a little ways away from here. We spent some time jogging through the hallways. I've been trying to ignore it, but the dim light makes the library even creepier than the rest of the school. Getting hung up over little things in a time like this is a sign of a week of weakness. Really? Well then, where are the school documents? Probably not where just anybody can look at them. They are probably somewhere in the back then, Hato. Come, let's search. Right. Books, and none of them what we are looking for. I was hoping it would be in this corner, but apparently not. And here, a line of incredibly dusty encyclopedias. That's odd, there are 9 of them. Volume 6 is missing. Huh, that's weird. Did somebody misfile them? Anyway, since PigeoNation's history is not back here with the large volume, so maybe it's a smaller book. It's not here. You never left? Is that a problem? Well, not really, but I told you earlier there's an emergency going on. I can't tell if he doesn't realize what's going on or just doesn't care. The records. Huh? Keep looking there and you'll never find them. So you know where they are? Yep. Well, since he's here even now, I imagine he basically lives in here. So it's hardly surprising that he knows where to find things. I don't have much time. Could you tell me where to find them? By request. Request? You don't know what that is? He gazes at me with eyes like black holes of cosmic disdain. You can only get at them by request. They're not kept out here. Then, where are they kept? Behind the reception desk, in the back. It's not locked, so go ahead. There are a number of bookshelves behind the desk. It's true. Thank you, Nageki, really. Don't worry about it. You've been mumbling to yourself ever since we split up. Please try to remain in charge of your faculties, Kawara. Oh, sorry, I was talking to him. Talking? To the bookshelves? Surely there are better uses for your energy. No, Nageki was telling me where to find the... There's no one else here. Cease this bizarre monodrama. Oh, Sakuya cutscene Nageki. What is he talking about? Nageki is standing right next to me. It's not like he's behind a shelf or something. I was worried he was a figment of my imagination for a minute. But he just told me where to find the records. But Sakuya, let's find out. Can I ask you something, Nageki? Yes? Are you a hallucination? If I was, that would mean you're asking a hallucination whether or not he's a hallucination. Yeah, that's right. It does seem a little weird. Does it matter? Maybe I am, or maybe I'm not. That doesn't answer anything. This doesn't usually happen. I've never been able to talk to a bird I just met before. I think I will remember everything soon. What about you? Have you found the thing you forgot yet? Nageki, do you know something about that? Huh? He disappeared. The thing I forgot. That's exactly what the doctor said too. Why did Nageki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was it? Am I forgetting something important about all this? I don't think I can dismiss him as just a hallucination. Request only books? This shelf? Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books as we are in the headmaster's office. Chronology of St. PigeoNations. This? Let's see. 2180. Founding of the school. Same year, Ichijo Kitsugu inaugurated as headmaster. 2180, much more recent than I had thought. Only 8 years, I hadn't known either. Aside from that, it's all transfer student records and sports scores. Is there really a clue in here? Wait, Sakuya, look at this. 2183, medical center shut down due to fire. Medical center? Does this school have something like that? I don't think so. There was no mention of it in the student guide. I suppose it was never reopened. Does it say anything else? Right here. Damage from the fire. The book presents us with a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold all those we already have. A new sort of mystery. 2183, medical center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujishiro Nageki died in the basement where the fire started. Didn't I just hear that name? The exact same, but that's... Nageki died 5 years ago? Then what is the Nageki I keep meeting today? He didn't deny that he was a hallucination. Sakuya couldn't see him, which means he's a ghost. Don't say such dreadful things, it's unscientific. Do this disbelieverness. We're betting our lives on this search, you know. I won't have any occult rubbish brought into it. But I think he knew something. If he is the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery. So you intend to rely on some invisible ghosts. There are limits, Kawara. I spent some time looking for him in the library but couldn't find him. He's always found me rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. The blood-stained bird, Do you have an idea? I feel like I should. It's not something I encounter normally, but for some reason, don't I know somebody like that? Vague as always, we do have a time limit here. We must not fall behind. I know, if I remember what it is, I'll say right away. Maybe Yuya was still in there? Let's go ask him again. He did say he was there until he returned home. If anyone went in, he should have seen them. However, he said that he saw nothing out of the ordinary. If what is said is true, then he was lying. which would mean that the doctor was lying too. Very well. Yuya. Salutations, how goes the investigation? Well, just who do you think I am? Yeah, unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, we wanted to ask you something. Oh? I'll answer anything that doesn't violate my privacy, so ask away. Do you really not see anything yesterday after school? I'm not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence. We were in the infirmary the entire time. So yeah, I did say one point when they gave alibi to each other, I was like a bit suspicious because like I was like whether I should put the doctor and the Yuya like the top suspects, because I was like at first the doctor was in like a bit suspicion, then I was like, oh, he was with Yuya, then I sort of discount him from the suspect list, and now I'm like sort of thinking like maybe I shouldn't have put him out of the suspect list too fast. So yeah, let's continue. We talked to Sun earlier. He said that he saw a bloodstained stranger going into the infirmary yesterday. Did you see anything like that? Nope, sorry. Could you be the bloodstained bird yourself? Yikes, no, as you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he said he saw this bird going to the infirmary, not going into the infirmary, right? Yeah, he did. Anyway, I didn't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, doctor? Yes, that's right. But I'm still not very sure. No one came yesterday. I don't think we'll find anything more here, Sakuya. Let's move on. Indeed. Did those two really not see anything yesterday? Unless there is something that both of them want to hide. Then I can see them like covering for each other. Other than that, I don't really see them covering for each other, like having the same alibi with each other, sort of. Okay, if there had actually been some bloodstained stranger, then that would mean that Yuya and the doctor are hiding something there. Where do we... the medical center seems like a good place to go now. Indeed, where is it? That's the problem. I never heard of it before either. It sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be that hard to find. The record book said the fire broke out in the basement, and if the building was burned to the ground, it would have said so. It should still be here then, assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unused buildings on the campus? Unused buildings? Oh yeah, that old hall. Old hall? That's what we call it. It's by the back gate. And it's not used for... What's wrong? The school hasn't even been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall? Now that you mention it, that is kinda strange. Come, guide me there. This is it. It doesn't really look like a medical center. It's pretty much the same as the main building, yeah. Looks like the door's locked. Then we shall break it down. You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Sakuya. What did I say? Don't worry about it. We'll probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. We don't have a choice. Cough, cough. It's awfully dusty in here. It has been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building. This all looks pretty much the same as in the main building. Bah, did we come here for nothing? Let's look around a little more. Look, this door still has a sign on it. I guess it was the reference room. I do not relish the prospect of wandering about this mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well. It's even dustier in here. The shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now though. And Operation Hatoful. Huh? Among the rows of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful. Empty as well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway. Operation Hatoful. I wonder what it is. Who knows? Something put in a place along with the human representative business, so no doubt it was nothing good. Is Operation Hatoful connected to this medical center? What if it's the solve of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts. The only things left are archaic medical journals. Huh? It's the encyclopedia. An odd place to keep one. Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning? I saw them like this in the library too. A bunch of old encyclopedias. Yeah. Can I look at this for a bit? Do as you please. The ones in the library had the same binding. And in the place of volume 9, there's an extra copy of volume 6. Look, this copy of volume 6 has a library sticker on it. Perhaps it came from the library then? Someone must have brought it here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with volume 9. An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure. Yeah. The other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of volume 9, but maybe we should go see if it came from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library. Provided it isn't a mere waste of time. We leave the reference room and continue our investigation of the medical center. We have searched the entire first floor and we have yet to find what we are after. The stairs into the basement. Apparently the fire that closed this building 5 years ago started in the basement. But we haven't found it yet. The elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do we get in? Perhaps we can't anymore. Huh? Look at that wall. The wall? It looks like a normal concrete wall to me. Don't you see it? Stupid peasant. What about it? Think back to the building's exterior and the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. It's small, but there's a space behind there. It must have been sealed off after the fire. Now that he mentions it, this wall is a slightly different color than the rest, which would make sense if it had been put in later. So the stairs are beyond here? It seems likely. Isn't this a bit much for cleanups of some fire? You probably won't be able to break this down. If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more of use in here. At least we found that thing from the headmaster's document again. Master's documents again. Yeah, let's head back. Do you hear something? Yes. Someone else just broke in here. This could be bad. We're in a dead end with concrete all around. We need to get to somewhere with a window, fast. Run! Yes! Stop! Ah, he's here! Wait, calm down, Kawara. It's small. So it is. Too small to be a scarecrow. To be the scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from 2-2? I am the Crimson Fallen Angel. I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase, but what is he doing in here? I think I'm going to have a headache. Textoris Melodia Funeris. Who, me? Good for you, Kawara. He came all this way to give you a title. It's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We are supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back. I am not allowed to rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the Pact of Oath, I must seal you here now. Textoris Melodia Funeris Undertaker. Undertaker? If that's it, then so the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now. Crimson Angel or Judeka, come. Angel, Crimson Fallen Angel appeared. Angel uses Dark Void Shockwave. Ryota takes 24 damage. Oh, this is a cool background music. Wow. Ryota's turn. Blue Moon Slash or Deathbringer? Okay, Deathbringer sounds really cool though. I don't know why you're fighting Angel, but we should be very serious, so Deathbringer. Ryota uses Deathbringer. Angel takes 60 damage. Cease this jack acting, you wretched imbeciles. Sakuya attacks. Okay, he joins as well. Ryota takes 260 damage. Wait, how are you attacking Ryota? Ryota returns to his senses. Angel takes 295 damage. Angel is shaken. Oh, that's it? Huh? I am shocked, Kawara, to think that even you would go along with that fuss. What? He disrupted my territory? I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed. You Luzon. What do you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be our prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon's boss. A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about? Perhaps you could explain in normal Japanese. Your dialect is somewhat opaque. I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya. The end is calling me. That is all. This is the cross I must bear. He stares off into space as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker? So you are a moth alert by a candle's light, Luzon. No, I am stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory. Ah, more crazy talk. It's not exactly a bird seal. That blood-stained chest is just the way bleeding heart plumage looks. Oh, Wazikawara. Blood-stained chest. Sakuya, do you think maybe the blood-stained stranger Sun saw was Angel? Where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Baal and following the demon's boss. Could you rephrase that? Rufa, the tree of blight, called out to me. He's asking you to say it using words we understand. Hello, magician of white. Your anger now. It is the power of the demon's boss. I think it's the power of you, Angel. Bah, I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorer many referred to as the infirmary. I knew it. I think we need to talk to you. Come. And so we left the medical center, Sakuya dragging Angel behind him. Cool, this one. This is the bloodstained stranger Oko-san saw. That's that then. We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one can stop the demon's boss. In other words, he didn't. Useless. The gate was sealed within the power of darkness. However, Edablau did venture within. Edablau? Who's that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The apostle of the blue sky, Edablau. She also goes by Suisho Chiyuki. Chiyuki went into... what? Chiyuki was in the infirmary yesterday after school. But the doctor and Yuya said no one came and nothing happened. They are lying. 4th class broken egg. Oh, 5th class N. Okay, so we leave it here for now. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode where we'll continue on with the Bad Boys Love route. Thanks for watching and see you then. Bye.